Hello, my name is Colin McGrath.
And I'm Bobby Shermer, and this is Good Morning New Fairfield on TV AF 1065.
Our leading story is Tropical Storm Andrea, which is now moving over the northeastern United States.
We're first going to send it over to meteorologist Anthony Berardo to give you some information on tropical storms and hurricanes.
Hello, my name is meteorologist Anthony Berardo, and I will be helping you understand what a hurricane and tropical storm are. A hurricane is defined as a tropical cyclone with sustained winds that have reached speeds of 75 miles per hour or higher. These storms reach the status of a hurricane only after strengthening over a period of days or even weeks. Hurricane season takes place from the beginning of June till the end of November, and the peak of hurricane season is at the end of August and the beginning of October. The peak of hurricane season is when the most hurricanes occur in the United States. There are 7 stages in the tropical storm/hurricane cycle. The first stage is a tropical wave which has less than 39 mile per hour winds. The second stage is a tropical storm which has 40 to 73 mile per hour winds and is now named by the National Weather Service. The third stage is a Category 1 hurricane with 75 to 94 mile per hour winds. It is developing an eye and there is minimal damage. The fourth stage is a Category 2 hurricane with 95 to 110 mile per hour winds and has a well-developed eye and there is minor damage and minimal flooding. The fifth stage is a Category 3 hurricane with 111 to 130 mile per hour winds. It now is considered a major storm and there is major damage and flooding. The sixth stage is a Category 4 hurricane with 131 to 155 mile per hour winds, and it has major destruction and major flooding. The seventh and final stage is a Category 5 hurricane which has 165 and up mile per hour winds. There is massive destruction, destroyed buildings, extensive flooding, and mandatory evacuation. Hurricanes can cause major damage and should not be taken lightly. A hurricane warning should be followed if it is issued in your area. Back to you, Robert and Colin.
Tropical storms and Category 2 hurricanes have increased significantly over the last 10 years. Following them are Category 3, Category 4, and Category 5 tropical hurricanes.
We now go to our field reporter, Mitchell Berry, who is reporting live from Tropical Storm Andrea. How are you, Mitch?
I am great. I've been reporting here live from the storm, where it's been raining like crazy. There are trees falling down everywhere. I've seen 3 trees fall down. Oh wait, now there's 4 over there. It is raining like crazy. The river is starting to flood up and overflow because of the torrential downpours that come with tropical storms. There are supposed to be 45 mile per hour winds with up to 60 mile per hour gusts. It has just been crazy out here. As you see, I'm soaking wet. And now I will be talking to a witness who has been living through the storm, Mr. Adams. Come here, Mr. Adams. How are you, Mr. Adams?
It's been rough for me and the kids.
I see. How have you been surviving through this tropical storm?
Well, power's gone out 3 times. Basement's entirely flooded.
Alright, how are all your property and personal items? Has anything been damaged due to the storm?
Roof's got at least 5 holes in it. My car's been totaled by that tree up on Oak Drive.
Alright, is everything else okay with you, sir?
Oh no, my dog, he was in the car, so he's a goner. He's up with Jesus now.
I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. Our prayers are with you. Back to you, Robert.
The general amount of hurricanes has mostly risen over the past 100 years. The total amount of hurricanes reaching the U.S. has generally declined. The total hurricanes unadjusted has mostly risen, along with the total hurricanes adjusted.
My co-anchor and I have prepared a special report on why tropical storms are becoming more intense.
There are many reasons that tropical storms are becoming more intense and frequent. The first reason is because of the greenhouse gas effect.
The greenhouse gas effect is when excessive carbon dioxide is frequently pumped into the air by people from the exhaust of automobiles, fossil fuel burnings, and many other sources.
This is dangerous because the more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will cause the air to warm up, which will cause the ocean waters to become warmer, which will eventually lead to bigger, stronger, and more frequent hurricanes.
As you can see from the graph, over the past few decades, the sea surface temperature has increased greatly. Another problem is that the sea level is rising, which is due to surface temperature change.
This is caused by excessive carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Worse storm surges can be caused by the sea level rising.
One possible solution to this problem is using cars that get 30 miles per gallon of gasoline and using alternate power sources instead of coal burning, such as nuclear power, which does not give off any greenhouse gases.
Another possible solution is to build floodgates and build buildings with stronger building materials.
Strong winds and heavy rains can cause storm surge and flash flooding, which floodgates could stop the water from destroying buildings, and stronger building materials will give buildings a better chance of surviving strong tropical storms.
This will create less destruction and cause less chaos after storms.
One final possible solution would be to require every house to have a cellar or tropical storm-proof room where residents can take shelter.
A shelter can save lives from tropical storms, therefore resulting in less deaths per year.
If you want weather, come to the best. Anthony, Bobby, Mitch, and the rest. We have an eyewitness who's been living through the storm. Mr. Adams, if you'll come here, please. Mr. Adams, for the camera, can you please stand over here? No! As you'll see, the rain is building up all around. We got torrential downpours all... Mitch! I got you, Mitch.
Bring it down. Bring it down. Sorry, come up here.
Come on, Mitch, on my hair. Mitch, no!
Don't die on me.
No.
1, 2, 3.
My co-anchor and I have...
Hey, get out of the water.
Why?
There's goblins.